I think this thing's live. That's something stupid came on the screen there. Are we live? Hey,
Looks like it.
where have you been? Yeah, you. You don't call, you don't text, you don't write. It's Hogs 11 years online today. It's birthday. No loving texts or phone calls or emails.
No birthday cake?
No birthday cake. No presents. Nothing. Are you serious? No. We're just teasing. It's been crazy. Today is 11 years online. Went live March 1st, 2012. And quite honestly, early this month I was in Florida, and then I got back and we decided to start our 11 years online celebration the middle of February going through today. And we realize now in hindsight that's back-ass words. Okay, normally we start March 1st and go through my birthday on the 15th. This year we thought, hey, let's do something different. And Heather's going to occasionally monitor comments, so if I see something flash up, I'll have Heather put up or let me know what the comment is. So make a comment down below if you like while we're live or after the fact. But anyway, so that was 10 days in Florida, and I came back and started editing like crazy. We decided to launch our 11-year online celebration. But then I got hooked up with our local DPE, Randy Sharkey. A lot of you have seen Randy in our top 10 pet peeves videos that we did. Well, somebody reached out to Randy from HAI. They saw those videos, and they asked him to present this year at HAI. And so Randy said, hey, I'd like to put a new spin on those. And ultimately, he rewrote them, went a little more in depth, and we went out in the Augusta 109 a week ago and shot them. So I've been working hard like crazy to get Randy's presentation ready. And we'll show you. It's over here on the screen right now playing. We just viewed it. Sorry for the crappy tripod. So that's Hauser trying to log into the IACRA and getting logged out. And then here's Randy, the examiner, going, no, are you kidding? Because that's one of the big problems, people getting logged out, not remembering their name and password. So we're trying to be smooth with our crappy, cheapy $50 tripod. I got a nice, expensive one, but we can't find the actual plate for the top of it. So anyway, we're just sitting here, and Heather goes, well, why don't you just turn the camera on and go live? So that's what's been going on. 32-minute presentation now ready, and Randy just asked, hey, would you just do me a favor and don't put it out to the world, don't show anybody until after I've got to present it at Expo. And I said, of course, Randy, I have no problem with that. I get it. And there's the stupid furnace that always frustrates me, but it should be fine with this microphone. So anyway, we got that all done, and I worked like a madman trying to get that all edited up. So we really didn't talk much in the last couple of weeks about the 11-year sale and didn't do a whole lot. We put out some emails, but it's just been kind of crazy around here with Florida and editing all the R44 stuff, working on this presentation for Randy. So we'll put out an email before Randy's presentation. Do you remember what day Randy's presenting?
Tuesday.
So Tuesday, the first day of
10:30 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning, okay?
6th.
So that would be the 6th. I think it's 6, 7, and 8 is the expo. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Tuesday, Randy is going to present this 10:30 in the morning. I don't know the actual room number, but we'll put that out in an email.
No, I think it's Wednesday the 8th, isn't it?
It might be the 8th. We're going to put out an email what day Randy's presentation is. So if you're going to be at Expo, come join us for Randy's presentation when we air this 32-minute video in the room, because they say the attendance hasn't been that great at these events. We know a pilot was there last year and presented something, and he had 6 people in the room. And Randy's like, well, I hope we have more than 6 people. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do my best to get some Hogs members to show up for your presentation, because that would make me feel really good if Randy has like 5 people that show up from just coming in from the event. And if we have 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 Hogs members, followers, fans show up for Randy's presentation, and if you could wear your Hogs gear, that of course would be even better. So I just thought that would be cool. I know a lot of people have enjoyed the top 10 tips from Randy, and again, he's renamed them Rotor Tips and changed them a little bit slightly just over the things that he's seeing as an examiner, the problems that people have shown up for check ride. And the fun part of it is we used Chris Hauser, who many of you know Chris from he's longtime student of mine. I did his private through commercial. He's been in lots of videos with me in the Cabri, and he's up here on the Hogs Wall of Fame as a Hogs instructor. And Chris is now flying EMS. Randy brought Chris in as the actor student for these videos. So we have some clips throughout this 32-minute video of what a student might do, like showing up late because he was out too late the night before, having trouble logging into Accra, the different things that we see people do, because we preach this all the time, that usually a check ride does not start, or if it starts, it ends over something stupid. Like you can't get started because you don't have your iAccra login, password and info, or you forgot a document, or you have the wrong written test. We sent a guy once, 2-hour flight to go take a check ride, and turns out he had, it's another instructor signed him off. I don't take blame for this one. He had taken the written test for airplane instrument, not helicopter instrument. He shows up, and the examiner goes, well, great score on your instrument written test. Packed him up, and he had to fly back home. All that wasted time and aircraft time. The examiner's not happy. He's got to come home, take another FA written test, and go back. So anyway, so we use Hauser for some examples, and they're pretty funny. We go to the extreme because Hauser is actually a really well-rounded pilot. He's very organized, and he's done a great job, with his flying career. So it's a joke in the video. When you see the video, it's a joke, right? It's just showing, even though it's a joke, it's the things that people do. Like anybody that sees the presentation, you'll appreciate some of the goofs. Like, the examiner says, what's this red light in the enunciator panel? And he's like, oh, red, that means bad. I'm probably telling my passengers we're going down, and the examiner's eyebrow goes up. So anyway, it'll be pretty funny. So you're thinking Wednesday. I think Wednesday's right. Again, we're going to email everybody the dates and times. One, we'd love for you to show up and help us support Randy and support Hogs in the classroom for that. And then the other big thing that's happening, I've mentioned before in the past, Enstrom helicopter got taken over by one of my past students. And, they went into bankruptcy last year. This gentleman is a super successful entrepreneur, and he purchased Enstrom helicopter. And they've hired, I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but they've hired a lot of people, new, including engineer-type people. And at the expo, they're going to reveal what they have coming out. And I haven't got an answer on that yet, what I could talk about. So I'm not going to mention anything because I don't want to get anybody upset because I wasn't supposed to mention this or that is happening. So that, we believe, is happening on the opposite day of Randy's presentation. And Enstrom, of course, invite us there. And we're going to try to go live during that when they do their press conference. The new owner is going to talk about all of the changes, everything that's happened at Enstrom, what's new. I do know that they have a brand new booth this year. Their booth in the past was always pretty, humble. And from what we hear, their whole presentation, it's not just a booth. It's a lot of really cool stuff coming out with the new Enstrom aircraft that a lot of people are going to be impressed with, because those aircraft have been around forever and they're lovely helicopters, but the owners before weren't putting much money into it. So, of course, there was a lot of things Enstrom wanted to do, but maybe the funds weren't there, obviously. If you're on your verge of bankruptcy, you're probably behind on developing new products and updating things. So they're going to announce at Expo all the new changes, and from what I hear, it's some pretty exciting stuff. So we're also going to be there for that. But we also want to invite you, our members, Hogs members, followers. Last we went was 2020 to Heli Expo, and we told everybody that we would be at the Enstrom booth on the first day at like this time. Just made an announcement, and we didn't really expect to have what turned out as a little Hogs mob in front of the Enstrom booth. And it was fun because we just told people where we would be. And as soon as we get to the Enstrom booth, here comes people walking up with Hogs t-shirts on or Hogs hoodies, which you can get at hogshoodies.com, by the way. No, they're not on our website. And yes, we need to put that link on the website. But we've been having people going, hey, where can I get a Hogs t-shirt or hoodie? They're at hogshoodies.com. So anyway, so we get there last year. We go to the Enstrom booth, say hi, and then pretty soon we have a little mob right out in the aisleway right in front of their booth. And Jackie at Enstrom Helicopter, who always makes sure that we get passes into the show and always invites us down to stop by and see them. I remember her, I could see her in the background over at the booth just grinning and kind of shaking her head that we had this little ensemble of Hogs members and followers. And anyway, so that was really fun. So we'd like to do that again this year. First time was not planned. This one we'd like to kind of plan it. And we'll put out an email to the list. I'm waiting for, I contacted Jackie with Enstrom and said, what day might be kind of light? Like what time of the day or which day would it be nice for us to invite our Hogs members to come by? So she's going to get back to me on what time would be lighter so that they can kind of hopefully give our attention to us and show us the new improved models. They're going to have 2 there, I believe, from what I understand, with all the new updates and all the new things that are new for Enstrom. So I don't think I'm getting myself in trouble because I'm just telling you there's some new cool additions. So that's what we want to do. We'd love for you guys to come to Randy's event.
Next Wednesday the 8th at 10:30.
Wednesday the 8th at 10:30.
And of course, if they see us walking around, no matter what day it is, stop us and say hi.
Exactly. We'll be walking around the show. We'll put out some emails. We'll post on social media kind of where we're going to be. And we're happy to run into you wherever, on the show floor or wherever. But just we'd like some people to show up at those different times. Randy's event, if you'd like to show up when Enstrom does their, I forget the terminology. I already said it once in the video. The new owner is going to speak to basically the media. Every media outlet that's at Expo will be at the Enstrom booth at a certain date and time just to, meet the new owner, hear about all the press conference, to talk about all the changes. So you're welcome to come to that. But again, we'll have hopefully another time where maybe a small group of us can get together and just check out the new Enstrom helicopters. So that would be the big things that we got going on. Again, those are the first 2 days of the show. And as it gets closer, we'll email it out. So, 11 years online. Let's take a little look over here at the Hogs Wall of Fame. It's winter time, so we've had to revamp a little bit. The Hogs Wall looks a little funny because the furnace is over there on the one side, and it was kind of blocking the heating system. So we kind of got the wall jacked around at the moment because of being winter. But it's warming up and getting nicer, so here very soon we'll be able to get back over, and we added that panel, so we kind of need to revamp the whole wall and get it looking good. We have been continually still adding new pictures. The last ones you put up, did we do in a video? Did we announce who we put up last?
Yeah, we have 2 more that we pull up.
Okay, so maybe you want to grab them now?
I have them printed them.
Okay, so we'll have 2 more going up on the Hogs Wall of Fame, but the last 3 or 4 we put up, we did in one of our recent videos so that y'all got, unless we what?
Unless we did put them up.
I thought we made that a rule that we always put it in a video when we put somebody up on the wall.
Well, we might have.
I walked by and looked, and I think we did those. We'll double check one of the last couple videos or so, make sure that we got everybody up there. And pretty soon, today would have been a good day to do this. I want to go over and mention everybody that's on the wall again. I did that I think last year or 2 years ago, and people really enjoyed that when we took the camera over and showed every single person on the wall. What's the number we're at now, do you know, that's on the wall? 270 something?
70, round in there.
So we'll do that we'll do a video on that once we get the wall back put in shape. Because every once in a while we go over and kind of make sure that they're still all hanging on there good. Sometimes we make some adjustments. So what else should we tell them before we go? Yeah, it's 11 years online today.
Celebrate 11 years at Heli Expo.
Last year seemed more exciting because it was 10 years. And most businesses, if you make it 10 years, that's kind of a turning point, right? If you've been able to be doing something, a business for 10 years and still be alive 10 years later, number one is a feat. And if you're operating 10 years later and you're not completely in debt and in the hole, that's even better, right? Because entrepreneurship and businesses are hard. Business is not easy. They don't happen overnight, and they take a lot of headache and heartache and a lot of work, and we've been excited. Last year it was cool because it was 10 years, and we had a big lead up for a month or two getting ready for March 1st, and we had this big production made, and then the day of we had technical issues, and it kind of fell apart, and it like took the wind out of my sails this year thinking about trying to get ready for a big presentation today on the Hogs' 11-year birthday, and I just couldn't do it after what I went through last year with having a great big production that half of it fell apart technically when we were going through it. And we were messing with those, I use choice words for those undesirable aircraft I had in the hangar at this point in time. Let's put it that way. We were distracted with that. So I'm going to have some exciting news, hopefully here pretty soon, on a new aircraft venture. But that's all I'm going to say about that because I'll blow it if I mention any more. So, yeah, put a comment down below if you missed this video. I guess
We're still celebrating half off.
we're still going to celebrate. I don't know how long we're going to do that, though, because we put an end to that. We're going to change it up. Probably won't go as big as it has been, but we'll still keep some specials going at helicopterground.com. Hate to say lock it into this video, and then we decide 20 minutes from now we're done that, let's not do that. We're going to keep some specials going. We're going to create something else different than what we did so that the people that bought, well, wait a minute. It ends tonight. The big sale ends tonight. Okay, so let's do this. You can stay 50% off yearly memberships. Let's call them 12 months memberships. 50% of what it would cost you versus a monthly plan on private, commercial, CFI, and instrument yearly options, 12-month options. We don't normally offer those. We have allowed a private 12-month option in the recent past, but the others we brought back for this sale. You can't normally buy those as a 12-month option. And then, so those are 50% off, and then Pro Pilot is 50% off. And you can use the code HOGS50. So just go to helicopterground.com and you can use those codes through midnight tonight. Those expire at midnight. So I don't want to be fair, I don't want to just extend the same sale.
Half off till tonight.
I don't want to be that guy that, 50% off until midnight, and then the next day you get that email. We've extended the sale due to high demand. I don't want to be that guy. So we started early. The sale's going to be there till midnight, and then after we get done here, we'll figure out what we're going to do for now till my birthday and for where we're celebrating Heli Expo. But it won't be as good as what we've had the last 2 weeks because it's just not fair for those that jumped in, scrounged their money, and bought before midnight tonight. So just go to helicopterground.com. Either way, whatever special's going on, those will be there. What else should we talk about before we go? You had some notes written over there.
Covered everything.
I guess I should give a big thank you to everybody that has stuck with us for 11 years because, business is hard, and I no longer whine about my past and all the hardships and headaches, and I used to harp heavy on that. I think after the 10-year point, that was why it was so exciting at 10 years, was because I made it that long and finally felt like I was starting to heal over those wounds of the past. And then, there's still some things that happened last year that were a little dissatisfying, but I feel like I finally now kind of got over a lot of it. And we are only here because you guys, girls, have supported us over the years, whether you've made a YouTube comment, a like, or even a dislike, because that's activity too. So you can put a dislike on the video. We don't care. Talk to us on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, whatever. The people that have bought memberships, taken a test flight, downloaded a freebie book, bought our books, got our memberships, returned as members. Stick around through boring-ass lives that went on and on and on and on, kind of like this one's going on and on. So I guess I should end it with we got to thank everybody for sticking with us all these years. We want to get you up there on the Hogs Wall of Fame. We talk about this all the time. It's started out as an idea in that old office, crappy old office. Oh, yeah, let's look at the picture over here. There's that 109. So we went in the Augusta 109. I had never flown before, and I have to say, Randy let me fly it the whole hour we were out. I have to say, that thing was pretty freaking cool. And we shot 4 cameras with this new, we call it Rotor Tips, the new video. We'll release them after the expo's done because, again, Randy said, hey, just kind of keep it, don't let the public see it until after I present it. So after the fact, we'll put the video out as a whole. And actually, I hadn't even told Heather this yet. What I want to do is while we're there, Randy asked me to get up and just speak for a minute or two just about helping him get this prepared and shooting and editing it. So what we want to do is there's 4 of us going down there. So we're going to shoot, not letting anybody really even cares about this, but I want to shoot the introduction that Randy does, and he has me come up and speak for a minute. And then we'll just roll the video, and then we'll shoot. He's going to take questions after the video is rolled. After the video is done, his audience is both student pilots and instructors. So he's going to take questions after the video plays. So I want to capture all that on video. So once we get home, we can create one full-length feature film. No, one full-length video where you can see the introduction with us at Expo. I'll roll the video, and then you can see the discussions after when students and instructors are given the opportunity to say, hey, ask questions direct to a DP about check rides and check ride tips. So that's another reason I wanted 4 of us down there so that we can capture the audio and video with a couple different cameras and then put it together in one big presentation. And of course, once it's all done, we'll edit these up and put them in the appropriate places of Hogs, like the CFI section of Hogs. That's going to want a certain 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these videos right at the beginning that maybe talk to instructors. And the same thing in private or commercial. We'll put the different videos from the different subjects, discussions inside Hogs in the appropriate places as needed. So that'll be done after we get back. So Big Sell, 11 Years Online, ends tonight at midnight. We'll figure out what's going to happen after midnight, what will be available. So rather than sending you a bunch of different links, it'll change between midnight and tomorrow. Just go to helicopterground.com. We'll put a link down below. And we'll put the number down there for Heather for text or phone calls. If you're trying to figure out last minute, you're wanting an upgrade, or you're brand new to us and haven't signed up yet, remember the monthly options are a 24-hour test flight. 24-hour test flight means you sign up with your credit card, but you have a full 24 hours to sign up and check out the site. We have a lot of people that say, somebody told me way back, quit mentioning your competitors. But there's one particular competitor we keep hearing questions about. Well, how do you compare about so-and-so? It's like, you know what? Take the 24-hour test flight and go in and go look. And then go buy the competitor because you're going to be dissatisfied, then you're going to come back and buy ours. The 24-hour test flight is designed so you can go in and look at either private pilot monthly, commercial pilot monthly, instrument pilot monthly, or certified flight instructor monthly. You log in, and you can watch as much of it and consume as much of it as you want in that 24-hour period. And we've tested this. It's a full 24 hours. It bills you at like hour 24, hour 25, hour 26. You have a full 24 hours to go in, look at the training, and go, you know what? I like this. This is for me. I'm going to go month to month. You can cancel anytime, come back anytime. And there's a 30-day money-back, no-hassle guarantee. Even if you take the test flight, decide you want it, day 29, you go, you know what? Wasn't what I thought. I'd like a refund. Boom, we refund your money, and we part as friends. And then we'll see you later when you come back after you fail check ride because your oral wasn't good enough. Because that's happened many times. So those are on the monthlies. The 12-month options and the pro option does not have a 24-hour test flight. However, they have the 30-day money-back hassle guarantee. And I've said this a million times, but the point is that's been in place since day one, March 1st, 2012. And so many times people go, oh, man, I wouldn't do 30 days. I'd just do 2 weeks, or I'd do 7 days. And I'm like, nope, 30-day, money back, no hassle. And people that have come to work for me over the years are like, oh, man, well, this person called and it's day 27 or it's day 14. And, oh, man, do you really want to refund them? I'm like, just refund them. And I've had people go, well, should we ask them something? Nope, don't ask them nothing. Either you like the training and it's right for you or it's not. Any issue or refund request, Heather knows to just do it. There is no questions asked. We don't hound you. Well, what can we do to keep you? And we don't do you see the one where you unsubscribe. Hey, you want to stay today for 50% off? That's cheesy. I don't do that either. Training works for you or it don't. But remember, 30-day money-back guarantee is 30-day money-back guarantee because we get this all the time. It's been 92 days. Oh, man, I never even really got to log in. I know it's been 90 days, but... And they give you a sob story, and every time I go, no, you got a 24-hour test flight on the monthlies, or you have 30-day money back on any course. 30 days is enough time to log into your computer, sit down and decide if some training's right for you. 30 days is enough. Not day 31, not day 35, not day 38. It's 30 days. All right. So, here's what we could, let's say what we could do. Let's make up this part right now. We have 89 study guides in, we don't have them here. The manufacturer ships them direct, but we have 89 in stock. So right now we're giving those away with ProPilot. That's 50% off. The ProPilot, we're sending you the $97 study guide, which is becoming quite popular, by the way. The more people that use it, the more examiners that see it, the more professionals that see it go, this freaking book is awesome, and we have people loving it. So we'll come up with, I don't want us to talk too soon and then screw it and then screw us. When we figure out what we're going to do, we'll make one offer that continues to have the study guide that will be sent to you along with the membership. So we'll figure that out. All right, parting words. Where have you been? Where are you? Where have you been? Things are getting pretty quiet on the old home front. I know it's February, and February is always our slowest month, but we've got some really good content out there that you get a couple of yahoos commenting on, weirdo comments that aren't even relative. It's like, where's our people? Where's all our peeps? Did y'all die? Are you dead?
Hope you're well.
Hope you're well, but it's like, you don't call, you don't write, you don't email. What's up? I think they're all dead.
I don't know. I hope not.
I hope not to. All right. Helicopterground.com. And then as always, I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. I think I have to hit there. Hit there. And peace out.